Hello everyone, my name is Abdulaziz Ahwan from Indonesia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to learn together how do we convert our design into code. So let's get started. Alright, first thing first, I want to say thank you to all of you who have supported me to this channel, and now you can also support me by click super thanks from this video. As I said before, in this video, we are going to learn how do we convert our design into code. So we can convert it to Flutter or React. So what the platform? The platform is Device. So Device Developer Productivity Solve. We can build React and Flutter app at blazingly fast speed without compromising on code quality and developer experience. So what is Device here? Device is a programming platform where developer can convert their design into developer-friendly code for mobile and web apps. Device help automate the application development lifecycle and instantly generate readable, modular, and reusable code. And Device generate Flutter and React code is built on 100% open source library like GetX, Connectivity, FlutterToast, Tailwind, and other. There's no library solely dependent on Device. So here we can import our design, which is from Figma, Adobe XD, or from Sketch, and then we can convert it into Flutter or React. And also, Device have Smart Editor, which is its live rendering, and we can see before and after. It mean before is mean the design, and after is converted code. And also, we can set up like navigation and permission for our app. You know, in Android or iOS, we have to declare like permission to access the internet, permission to access the camera, microphone, and so on. And also, we can connect our app to data source faster than ever. We can integrate REST API integration and also Firebase, and here Supabase support. And here, as we can see, Device also provide us pre-built design. So we don't need to create it from scratch if we don't have design ability. So we can choose a template or we can choose screen library. So what we do next? So the next we need to sign up on Device. So you can click link in the description below to sign up on Device. As you can see here, Device is completely free for now, so we don't need to input our credit card, so we can sign up for free. So we can continue with Google, GitHub, or Discord. Because I have signed up, so I can continue with my account. So once you have signed up and logged in into Device, it will bring us to Device dashboard here. As we can see, there's no app on my dashboard. So we can see mobile, web, and backend. So mobile is for Flutter, and then web is for React, and backend is for Node.js right now. Here, let's back to Device website. On the top, we see resource and support. And now we can select documentation, and this is the documentation like a design guideline, Figma plugin, Smart Editor, Flutter, React, and so on. Let's back to a dashboard. This is the Figma file, and if you want to get this design, link in the description below. So this is a design by, I got this from UI8.net. This is designed by Fadli Creative, so you can copy this Figma file to your Figma. And this is the design. We can see there is have a splash screen, and then flow login, home, bookmark, and so on. And here, to create a new Flutter app, we can press on mobile, and then there is a new application button here. So we can create a new app, and let's name it as Job Search App. And the technology is Flutter, and the design platform is Figma. And here we need to connect our Figma account to device, and then we need to press allow access. Alright, so as you can see, this is my Figma account, connect with device. And what we need to do is we need to copy the URL of our Figma design and paste here, and then create new app. And the next step, device will read all the page inside Figma. As you can see here, there is a cover, mood boarding, and design. So let's go to design, and as we can see here, there is a splash, welcome screen, and so on. So in this case, let's try for screen, which is splash, and then welcome screen, and then home, and the next is my account. Alright, so I have select for screen and then press submit. So this is set up for our app, like a package name, bundle ID, and also app icon. So for now, make it default, and then press next. And this is a state management that we can choose, like a block, GetX, provider, and Riverboat. So we can select it next. And also we can integrate our app that we create in device with GitHub or GitLab. And also we can install extension, so we can sync device code directly in our IDE, like a VS Code, Android Studio, and IntelliJ IDEA. So wait, device generate code for us. And yeah, as you can see here, congrats, device have auto-identified widget and auto setup action in our app. So let's start. First thing first, so for now, skip and submit. Alright, so here as we can see, this is the smart editor that I have said before. So as we can see, there is a Flutter and Figma button here. So this is the design, and this is the generated code, and this is the editor view that we can edit here, like a value padding top, and we can also change like a alignment to another alignment. So let's back here. There is a back button, and as you can see here, this is our screen for the app. And here we have a setting button. We have splash screen, set it to splash, and then screen next to splash, we select this welcome screen. And here we also can edit screen name. And this is a welcome screen. So here we can edit, maybe change to onboarding. So we have splash, onboarding, home, and my account screen. And here we can see integrated action like navigation. And then here we also have navigation. So here in onboarding screen, we can configure. And here we can press here on Flutter and it will go to this component which is custom button. And here we can add like on click and we will say navigation. And then dash and we give name our method like let's say navigate to home. Submit. And we can see here, please choose type of navigation, screen navigation. Choose the screen we want to navigate, so we want to navigate to home. And yeah, so we can save change here. So as you can see here, now we have navigation inside this custom button and it will navigate to our home screen. And let's say if we need to change like image and then a title inside our Figma design, we can change here and we can back here. And as we can see here, we see sync design change and we can sync all the screen and maybe only current screen. Alright, so we can see here, this is the Flutter and this is the Figma file. And here we can press this and it will go to the component, look like this. So how do we get the generated code and run in our IDE? So here we can see build app and we need to select state management. Let's say we can select block, getX, provider, driver pod, and so on. And when we press this state management, we will see feature available on every state management. And when we press provider, as we can see here, right now, it's only support navigation, back navigation, and so on. So this is the coming soon. And also for driver pod. And we also can select without state management. So let's say select getX, and then this is the information about SDK version. That SDK at least version 2.18 or greater, Flutter version at least 0.3.3.0, and this is a library used inside this generated code. Because we use getX, we will see get package or get library here. And after we finish build the code, we will see device will bring us to this new page or new window, which is our code, Android, and then iOS, asset, lib, and so on. So this is the README file, and we can read the documentation here, such as what application structure look like for getX state management. Here we will see like core, data, localization, presentation, and so on. So to download this code, we can see on the right below, we will see sync or download code, and we will see like sync app code in our IDE, or we can sync it on GitHub or GitLab, or we can download the source code here. And after we download our code, we will see one file download here, which is zip format, so we can extract it. And as usual, we need to install all the dependencies using Flutter pubget and wait until the process is finished. And once we finish install all the dependencies, we see a little bit problem here inside this theme folder. So we can go to that file, and so we can make it comment on that code. And let's go to app decoration. We will see if our Flutter SDK version is 3.7.2 or greater, we use this code. So we need to comment this and then uncomment this code. So I think this generated code is awesome because it include comment and a little bit explanation here. And the next, let's go to iOS file, which is iOS pod file, and we need to uncomment this maybe to version 11. And the next, let's open our main file and press run. So wait until the debug process is finished. So yeah, as we can see here, start from splash screen, and this is the onboarding, and we also can see here debug info or logs, and then we can press this button and it will go to home screen that we set here. In onboarding, we have create one navigation that will bring us to home screen. And here we also see like a text form field, and this is like a card, and it support horizontal list or horizontal scrolling. So as we can see here, the design is this, and device understand that this is horizontal. But there is a little mistake, like this component also scrollable. I think this should be just title, not scroll like this. And as we can see here, it's kind of like grid view from this, and I think this is exactly same with the design. And here we also have another horizontal list view, but now this component not scroll, so this is awesome. And here we also need to fix a little bit, like this is not bottom navigation bar, so this component, it's also a tile for this home screen, not a bottom navigation bar. So this should be always visible below this. And let's press this my account. Device not detect the button. this button will go to my account screen. But I think this is powerful and device very helpful and increase my productivity as a developer, so I don't have to write all the code from scratch. So if we have a design team, or we can design it by myself, so we can design and then convert it into Flutter, and we can focus on backend or logic, so we can fix this a little bit. And also device generate code that we want, like state management here have made or generated by device, so we can see like API model, API client, and so on. So yeah, we can check here all the folder is complete, like app navigation, controller, model, and then binding, controller, and so on. And the result compare with the design is nearly similar. Maybe it's around 90% similar with this design, but we must follow the design guideline here. If we check this design, the designer manage and structure all the component, and the designer group and manage all the layer properly, so this design will easy to understand by this device. So we must follow this design guideline, and this is the result is similar with this design. Maybe we have a little we need to improve, like bottom, or I mean drop shadow here. This is not perfectly like this design, and this is, and I'm sorry, this is should be a title, but the designer have a little mistake here. So this is see all, I think should be out of frame from this horizontalist view, and we have to improve this navigation to be a bottom navigation bar. And what we have here, let's back to device. In device, we can see like screen and then API integration. What this is when we have an API, or we want to mock API from device. So as we can see here, device also have a demo backend using Node.js, like list user, login, update, and so on. If we want to test our app with mock data here, and also we have constant, and we can create a constant for our app. And here we also have a setting. We can change application name, package name. We can integrate with GitHub or GitLab. This is CodeSync, and this is if we want to create or make a custom loader, we can upload Lottie file. So our onboarding is not static, so it will have animation and so on. So yeah, we can back to a dashboard. And if we want to create a backend, so we can go to backend tab and create a backend and connect with this mobile and web app. So yeah, I think this device platform will not replace us as developer. So device will help us as a developer, so it will increase our productivity, so we don't wasting time to write a code from scratch, so we can focus on design, or we can focus on a backend and we can implement another feature, improve one feature again and again. So yeah, even this device still in beta, but the ability is very powerful. So as we can see here, we can generate production code, which is in this case Flutter app, blazingly fast. So you can consider to try this platform and show up your app using this device. So yeah, you can try this platform by click link in the description below, and you can show me what you have built with this device. So yeah, I think that's enough my video today. If you have any questions or comment, write it down on the comment field. Thank you so much and see you again on the next video.